killings.
Hello Jammers, congratulations on making it to part 3, the final part of our 72V 2000W full hydraulic Lectric XP 3.0 tutorial. Let's roll. Use zip ties to secure the motor cable onto the frame tie down points. Guide the cable into the cavity between the rear wheel and seat post before zip tying the third tie down. Apply anti-seize lubricant on the crank bolt and reinstall the crank. Torque to 50 Newton meters. Now is a good time to install better pedals if you feel inclined. Personally, the stock Lectric pedals were too small and had poor grip. Unscrew the Lectric pedals and apply anti-seize lubricant on the new pedals. Carefully thread on the new pedals and be cautious not to strip the threads. Torque to 30 Newton meters. And repeat on the other side. Before flipping the bike right side up, use Velcro straps to secure the stock front caliper, new brake levers, stock rear caliper, stock pass sensor, and any loose components to the frame. With the bike right side up, remove the Velcro straps and unwrap the cable management wraps. These can be saved and reused, or an alternative can be used such as a split sleeve cord protector. Link in the description. Pry off the handlebar end caps and pull off the handlebar grips.
Damn.
Unscrew the left brake lever, display controls, display, throttle, and right brake lever. Label the derailleur cable for later reference. Fold the bike and unscrew the plate cover opposite of the battery. Remove the stock battery if you plan on selling it. Pull out the controller and label the wires for future reference. Disconnect the wires from the controller. Pull the wires out of the frame. Place the Lectric pass sensor aside. Pull all the wires out from the two cable loops under the frame except for the derailleur cable. Disconnect the brake lever quick plugs from the display and place them all aside. Unfold the bike and continue removing the rear caliper. Remove the rear light as it won't be of use with the new controller. I could have planned this part better when the rear wheel was off, but now the brake lever must carefully maneuver between the frame and wheel so the hydraulic line can be secured in the frame tie downs. I requested NB Power to make a right rear and left front configuration for this Tektro HD E500 brake set. Loosen and adjust the hydraulic reservoir to clear the shifter. Slide the brake lever onto the handlebar. Slide the throttle onto the handlebar. Slide the left brake lever and grip onto the handlebar. Carefully tighten these components when you have them in a position of your liking. I used this time to install an accessory extension bar for a phone mount, light, and to elevate the display. Mount the TFT UKC1 display and display controls from NB Power onto the handlebar. Rotate the display controls to get rid of some cable slack. Label the end of the cables and run them through both cable loops under the frame. Zip tie the rear brake line to the frame tie downs. Continue zip tying the rear brake line to the cable loops under the frame. Choke up on the handlebar cables and test the handlebar rotation. If there is no obstruction, then continue wrapping the cables with split sleeve cord protector or the original cable management wraps. Zip tie the pass sensor to the frame tie down. I found a central location for the controller to be best given the lengths of all the wires. Controller bag link in the description. You may be able to request specific wire lengths from MB Power to reach your desired controller location. Connect to the controller by matching wire connectors. Connect the motor phase wires with the controller phase wires inside the junction box. Screw the ring connectors together. Screw the junction box closed. Stuff the wires into the controller bag and use additional cable management if needed. I ordered a custom 72V 19.2 amp hour 60 amp BMS battery from an Amazon seller. Link in the description. I sent them the specifications through Amazon Message Center and sent payment through PayPal. I was a bit suspicious and worried about getting scammed, but sure enough they delivered. Connect the battery and controller XT60 plugs. Zip tie the battery cable to the frame grab handle. Hold the power button to turn on the display and double tap the mode button to enter the menu and set your parameters. That completes the tutorial, everyone. Stay tuned for the range test.